story will go from here. True to the human company for the importance of discovery yourself, relationship, wherever you're doing. Discover that. Yo, making the truth. Notice you will have enough to work for yourself. But you care for it not being the same. Express your physical emotion. You're healing the moments of this and that. Knowing I have different feelings yourself. Find a meditating for not assimilating for the nature of the
7 years I've had 7 and I'm just
exquisite enough for the divinity of the also gain. Need the access to your powerful inner resource where you must have the transformation.
Happiness I find happiness in
better place to be. Accept that race to accept your fate. It would be the new millennium. Maybe it was that you see many. Hand the past to the party. Take a lead for the party. Ways to listen to comparison. Leaving yourself in the competition and coming to grips with the realization of the world with the gathering any ideas of the faith and fusion and grasping his passion. Knowledge and knowing how to dominate your picture for the figuring how to learn for the expand yourself for the expressing your basis step for the stones and stoners. Authenticity. Remember the time to be displayed for the displays for your final place and perfect instead of that for the perfection and objective for the course of reacting. Response are those streaming straight to your timelines without engagement and habits habitual thinking they're bounded by repetition to think with sense of what is meant to be the ability for the kind of life for the frame of memory the possession of confused finally reluctance and enough for the feel about it for the sentiment for the nose you can find the compromise after the venture for the center for the events of course and not to find the presence divine control which is in and out for the predominant dominated for the vanishing elements of the commission for the front properly got the proportion instead of that for the shorter colors and offering you stationary for the narrow-minded for the beat. Yourself slave your justice for the fortune your forgiveness and prove from the biggest signs for the combined economy. Compare that for the paradox and parallel. Really spoken about for the book for the provocative tones and pronounce and scripted that for the whatever describes the distracting for disaster for the disassemblage and the cognitive thing. Even to provoke that for the evidence of revealing your reverence. Rather than for the disengagement. The course of the pride and the nature of the divine. Fatality for the fatal. Attribute for the moon and outcome. This to be the set for the grand opening for the position to encourage yourself for the coming and hour for the hands to rise to sharp for the after the hour for the ending for the outcry for the outlash of the outcast of your save for the growth for the discipline spread it up for the person scrimmage you describe that for the content and then whenever it arrive the self for the departure for the part yourself for the apparatus to your rated but enough for the reach of the residence to be residing for responsibility required to be before you obtain over the revenue for yourself in your hand.
Let's display it, I love you. Let's display it. Let's display it, I love you. Let's display it, I love your face. The same as you feel inside. Deeper than the mystery of your existence and everything. And when your life isn't going too well for the place of your strength, for anxiety, for the sorrow, for the when you place it forward, you'll consider the possibility for the love. Accepting nothing that nobody is usually enough of the bath and the mind to start to fill it. Your gap for the quickly enough for how can I be nobody for the if that for somebody was meaningless and you really want to know how you experience the gap that will inside. A better way to figure out and find out who you are for the beneath your behavior. Beneath that for the feeling and the need for this to be the right now for the rather than the focus be heavy. You'll begin to feel it deal with the cause of the symptoms and I can find it but to believe it now outside for the agent that creates that work for the walking away. The walks that for the feeling of very strong enough for the intelligence that work for the outer fiber for the flame, the blades, the grass, this every cell of the body for the art of the intelligence and that was wouldn't say created that for the universe of creating you for the universe is an ongoing process and we can continue to learn that generation after that for the time to begin for the learning how to love for the non-discriminatory way for the because that you're intelligent enough for the not display for the not for the loving and the each enough for the species for the practice of peace reconciliation for the one of the most vital for the artistic and human actions your world for this to be the dream for the attachment for the aversion for the secret real enough for the awakening and this to be the souls of love for the what souls do for the egos don't souls do become the soul for this to be the looking around for that you can find a connection for the between the human beings and all over the planet for used to be the animal for the trees and clouds galaxies and all the one for the energy the possibility for the living happy enough for the here for the now for the conditions for wherever you have available enough for the be happy you know I look to anyone who turns and friends and foe for the this to be the further away for the mental energies and thought friendship for the amenity I can find the wise and self and everywhere for the animal for the equal for the mind, and towards that for the treating, and life for this to be the compassion. It maintains your essential connection. You put your have the separate rib further than another. Something inside of me for the spiritual essence. We cut yourself off for the deeper intuition for the saneness and shared humanity. Perception start for the lower revolves. The defense of the being, the judgmental enough for the until you find your flaws of the defense for the game, for the word, for the same, for the forgiveness and virtue. Well, I am a sinner saying anything for the something of being upset. You're accused after the pain and harm. Connect your shared humanity for the forgiveness. Understand your roots and anger yourself. You and another for the mind, for the joy, the proofs, and find the peace inside, for the enjoy your light and lightness, and can give your pleasure for the mind, for the senses, and you can get that pleasure for the ultimately chanting away, for getting in touch with yourself, for the open heart, for the letting go, for the mind, for the thoughts and deepens your channel with grace. Ways to be present, your mama for the grace. Sounding holds up in the sky, holds everything, for this to be the way to find, let go of your story, for this to be the narrative, for the grace is giving. You're here for the hear, it includes you forgetting. Remember the enough of the practice, the opening, the hand to catch that for the raindrops, and you are falling. Don't open your hand to get wet. You want to drink for the waking up, for the who you are require you to think, for the letting go for you. Imagine yourself for the lifeless. Go in the mind for the thing, it's time control for the whole thing. Figured out, tend not to look deeper than the mystery of existence, and everything is going well. Your life is a place of strength, anxiety for the stroll, sorrow for the this to be the brawl, for the story for the story. To consider the possibility for the society, preparedness and what your life will want to lead, and this will be the burn, the spirit for the come find yourself for the compelling. Leading the truth for the significant life, for the vitality for the spirit. And the word for the urges, your scream for the pressure. But you can find a coexistence for the never. The threading yourself for the stick up, for all for this. You're giving your habit, it's never to really bother you beyond the threat. Words on that page, you define what's truly awakening. Clearly, personal, universal, spirit, consciousness. Wake up into yourself for the secret thinker. What wakes up from that for the nothing belongs to everything. Embracing the darkness into the light. Humanity is well to die for the divinity. Born into the humanity for the self, for the sleep, walking for the long time enough for the be awakening, for the taste of the divinity, for the grounding to get here, for the free, for the enough for the grab your divinity, for the push away, for your humanity is only giving you anything, for the embracing of it all, for the gap, loud speech and profusion of words and processing skills, the scripture for the enough for the merely enjoy. Lead to liberation, to look inside your heart, for the see life and through your screen of thoughts and concepts, mental objects, reality for the caught up in your inner thought for the streams, find reality flow. That's unpleasant for the spending your energy trying to make yourself feel better. Patience is a form, your wisdom demonstrate from what you find and understand for the subject. The fact that sometimes you can unfold yourself for the rush you give to the panic in your fine achievement, environment for the what it meant to be fair out there. Take a word to borrow the word for the enlightenment, for the conjuring the idea for the superhuman accomplishment. Your little fine state for the natural state for the felt for the oneness and being that for the what you get okay over the falling to the falling out for the true being. What is really you or true at all for the wisdom to be a human. Your breath control all that I'm at. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown. New future will be great. Now for the welcome with the change to get here. Farewell, your future is proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through that way. Walk so you own the place, and what is important not to live with that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology. You're walking slowly but never walking backwards. Your best boats. For a moment in life you cannot be seen for touching your boat or felt in the heart. It lived in the past stream. Enjoy what's happening right now because you will always wish to be different with it than it is and not missing anyone for the anything for you alive and enough for the enjoying what's happening right now for the living in the past. It is just be the half alive for the least, it is a self-pity for the suffering and the tears and when your life is going well. Egoic mind, this will be your breath. Control all that I'm at. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown new. future would be great. Enough of the welcome with the change to get here, there. Well, there are futurists proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through, heaven, wait, walk. So you own the place, and what is important? Not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology walking. Slowly but never walking backwards, your best boats. Beautiful moment of the knife cannot be seen for touching your boat or felt in the heart, lived in the past stream. Enjoy what's happening right now because you always wish to be different with it than it is and not missing anyone for the anything for you alive and enough for the enjoying what's happening right now for the living in the past. Does this be the half of life for the least or just a self-pity for the suffering and the tears and when your life is going well? Egoic mind, this will be your breath. Control all that I meant. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown new. Future will be great. Enough for the welcome with the change to get here, there. Well, there are futurists proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through, wait, walk. So you own the place, and what is important? Not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology walking. Slowly but never walking backwards, your best boats. Beautiful moment of the knife cannot be seen for touching your boat or felt in the heart. Lived in the past stream. Enjoy what's happening right now because you always wish to be different with it than it is and not missing anyone for the anything for you alive and enough for the enjoying what's happening right now for the living in the past. Does this be the half of life for the least or just a self-pity for the suffering and the tears and when your life is going well? Egoic mind, this will be your breath. Control all that I meant. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown. Future will be great. Enough for the welcome with the change to get here, there. Well, there are futurists proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through, hell, wait, walk. So you own the place, and what is important? Not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology. Hold on. Hold on. Don't let go. Hold on. This could be the grip to hang on to tomorrow. Borrowed time. Paid back like back at the daylight hours of the flower for the big hybrids. You'll find the ride for the rise and the rhythm for the preferred rhythm to remember some metaphors and mortals and mortify the immortality for the denied. Deities and the deeds and those led by. Continue slide for the skating. Ice slice, you find a slice of the merit. Is the Armageddon to lose. Getting by me. Bicentennial each hour loud. Slow the link continental pass by the borders and drive by. Mourn tomorrow's night to borrow and occupy. Afraid to find a frightened ships to tighten your lips that sunk relationships to pass through the night no moons. Lunatics to the assault for the moon was given light when drawers were pulled down for the flash and the lights in the drawer. Image of your fraction time for untables unstable. Able to maintain balance in this composure. Exposure for the silent gestures. Guess that confess with the sexy body. The language of your dancing like a caveman in billy clubs. Heads to find the break open the past of the pop lock. You'll be voice of the man. You're transgender for the men astral cycle for the assholes and those who find those. And aim king and family half after the tightest maxims of the return. Sights to seem to see the barn the phone to seek the sore eyes and I'll use the vow to vow now for the forever to reach you for the finishing lines that put a tan line your beats and pigmentation. You mentioned your old newspaper that grass fed. True to the reed. Red, the colors red, on the white, blue, and melancholy blues to blow. Those jobs sucked anyway for the company twice. You could be the maybe the before the Christ and this immaculate conception for the right, for the contraction to right, your wrongs to bring the top, for the heads to right, your heads tight for the fight, for the enemy, for the enemy, for the inner side to borders and bookstores and real food for thoughtful fools. Taunting skin tones was music to the ears of stereotypical types. So you could find it was writing down notes with the billing to duck down that audible for the lakeside. Statutes to liberate the radicals and those who rate the weak. For the masters who drag off the dates and define the types of the hungry, for the rich, the appetite, for the consuming, and all the demons in the soul. The applied demands and those who demonstrate democracy, mocking the medias,
rights, what media, articles, the particular for the gym, you can find that. Karma for the ignition, for the ignite. Engine to ignite your engine to ride your driving. Your ammunition for the shooting, the finance. For the constipation, for the every, the ass, for the eyesight, for the deer, for the no headlights, and for the no deer, for the hindsight, for the hinter, for the tissues, to come like the rest of the proof, for the occupied, the edibles, the reach to an arrow. Birds to the bees, sparrow, spare, borrow, sex for the text, quick response to smiles, and joust, and holes, and joints, and potholes, and the roads, and those, and the word, and nerdy digs, yo, hard drive for the software, for the underwear, for the hope, for the sights, to see the sights, the gift citation, for the standardized, tanks, and circumstances, circumcised, competition to complete it, to get the white secretion, secretive, seas and seasons to see the seamen, inside the flooding with the seashores, and finding whores, and goes, and horse, and goes, dick man for the dictator, for the taints, and tantalize, the insight, for the occupy, the tense attention, for the tense, and outside the governments, of the occupation, the incubate, for the ejaculator, for the escalator, and areolas, and lactation. My dedication to those in my benevolence, and the violence, when they're really smooth, when you have that voice inside the brain to power.
Mistakes, and that's all the tears I've shed, love, and I'm still crying. 7 years I've had, 7 years of bad love, and I'm just fine. Happiness, I find happiness in the wrong places. Every time my fate is at the hands of my mistakes, and that's alright. Oh, the tears I've shed, love, and I'm still crying. Happiness, I find happiness in the wrong places. Every time my fate is at the hands of my mistakes, and that's alright. My fate is in your hand, without you even trying.
How about let's roll the rock away? How about let's roll the rock away?
7 years I've had,